Hello and welcome back to a Business Week series. So we are here to present one more business problem and the solution to it. So let's just start. So we have a problem, and as usual, problem is with Mr. J. So what he's saying this time, despite the fact that we have installed warehouse management solution, yet there are inefficiencies in supply chain and other operations. Okay, so which means that they have developed a proper warehouse solution and they have installed it correctly at all the warehouse location. But still, what I can figure out, in fact, Mr. G can figure out from from the problem is that from the statement is that there's a problem. I mean, despite the fact that they have full-fledged warehouse management system, yet there are challenges to manage their supply chain operations. So let's just quickly have a look at the high level problem debrief. So it is saying that delays and inefficiencies due to manual intervention for credit check validation of the sales order. So which means that largely delays are not there in terms of the supply chain. It's largely on account of the because that there are credit checks has not been done for the sales order because of which the stock out is happening with delays. Okay. Delays and inefficiencies due to inventory. Okay, so there are challenges in the supply chain itself. Delays are inefficiencies due to inventory on hand mismatch, which means that there is some gap in terms of the inventory which is being showcasing in the warehouse management system vis-a-vis the records that is available in the ERP and the records that is available on the ground. Okay. Delays and inefficiencies due to generation of the invoices. So this is a kind of a situation wherein finance is issuing the invoice late because of which there's a challenge here. Delays and inefficiencies due to communication gap between the marketing and warehouse operation. This seems to be a typical new challenge. Delays in period closing, period optimization, and the reporting along with the audit and other issues. Okay. Okay, so these are the issues, but I think one more thing that Mr. G, when looked into deep, found is that there is a challenge and ERP and other file systems are not integrated with the PWMS. So I think while all these issues which were looked at it by Mr. G, he also confirms that these are the underlying issue because the major issue is that ERP and other finance systems are not integrated with WMS, which means that WMS is acting as a standalone system without being integrated with the ERPs and the other system. And Mr. J assumes that he has developed the solution and WMS is available and he assumes that everything is in order. But I think the real challenge here is that the handshake between the multiple departments with WMS is missing because data are not integrated and not speaking to each other. So let's just look at some of the fact sheet which is being showcased by Mr. G before he could able to do a deep dive in each of the high level problem. Okay, so there are some facts which is being showcased by Mr. G before he said that I would be looking into deep into all this problem. And these facts are largely just to showcase the gravity of the problem, the severity of the problem, with millions of amount being invested in the working capital, with millions of the amount for which orders are available, still the inefficiencies which are there in the system that is causing the delay in dispatching those orders, and because of which the management or the organization is at the risk of losing the revenue because they end up losing the customers. So let's just quickly have a look at some of those facts to understand the severity of the issue here. What Mr. G has come up with that there are four inventory warehouse which are located in the plant facilities. All warehouses are managed by the professionals and third-party vendor is there. Warehouses use WMS to perform the complete inventory management system. Purchase acquisition 400 NOS per warehouse estimated at 700 million is being generated. Purchase order of 250 NOS per warehouse estimated 400 million are generated. GRN or SRN of 300 NOS per warehouse estimated worth rupees 350 million. 240 suppliers and more than 400 customers with average of will average two site 50 OE customers, original equipment customer with exist with no credit check validation, having 20% of the volume. So these are facts that will definitely highlight some of the inefficiencies within the system. If we look at 15 OE customers, no credit check validation has been done, which is a very severe situation and the grave situation. Sales order from OE B2B 20 knows of 100 million orders. Sales order from other than OE customers 300, which is like 900 million orders. So 20 customers constitute 100%, or let's say 25% of the total sales, 10% of the total sales volume, if we go by the number here, was 900 is being represented by another 300 set of customers. Then we have equal distribution of sales orders from the each warehouse. Shipments of the OE customer to B50 knows 850 million, 85 million, and shipment to the customer other than the OE B2B and B2C 450 knows. So all these facts are reflection of the fact that businesses are huge. A lot of OE customers are there, a lot of non-OE customers are there, a lot of numbers are there in terms of the volume as well as in the quantum in terms of the dollar and the million INR. Inventory holding is 1000 million INR. Suppliers outstanding per month is 650 million INR, and customer outstanding per month. So these are like some facts which actually gives the gravity of the problem. Because of this challenges in terms of non-integration of the WMS system with either the customer sales order systems or with the ERP is leading to, a fundamental problem, leading to a kind of a scenario wherein organization can be at a verge of losing its customers and maybe have a very kind of nasty situations with their suppliers as well. So the objective of showcasing these data is to give you the gravity of the problem that is being approached by Mr. G. And we'll look at all of those pointers that we discussed in the last slide, which is the high level debriefing problem. We're going to have a detailed look at all those problems, and then we could able to figure out and correlate the quantum of the issues with respect to the numbers that we are showcasing. So we'll quickly move to the next slide and see the problem in bit deep. Okay, so let's just quickly have a look at the problem in detail by looking at the problem diagnostics. So manual intervention for credit checks validation for sales. So as inventory updates and dispatch confirmation reach ERP late, credit exposure is not updated in real time. And hence what's happening because of that? Delay in confirming the order to the customer impacts their delivery schedule. Incorrect decision on the credit check leading to the high provisioning of the burden doubtful debts. Incorrect credit utilization calculation. So again, we have a customer created in WMS. That information is not passed to my ERP. That information is not available in my customer database or any other places, and hence the credit check has not been done on time. And because of this, issue has come. Delays and inefficiency to inventory on hand mismatch. Stock updates from the WMS reach ERP late because integration is not there. A trigger has to be done. Someone has to do that trigger manually to pass on that information from the WMS system to the ERP system. And because of that delay, the triggers got delayed. Sales team promises an inventory that isn't actually available, which is like because they do not have visibility on the availability of the inventory in the ERP. Stock replenishment and the procurement decisions are made with the audited information. Incorrect order tracking. So all these are the problems which arise because my systems are not handshaking with each other. Even if they are doing handshaking, that is with a delay. So which means by the time you are passing some information to your outside world, which is in to the supplier or the customer, that information tends to be inaccurate because you have not checked that information with the available data that is available in the ERP or any other data where we are storing the customer information or the vendor information. Delays and inefficiencies due to generation of the invoice. Invoice generation waits for the warehouse confirmation. Revenue recognition gets delayed. GRIR mismatches. So a typical problem, and root cause is again the same. Non-integration of warehouse management system with ERP and other finance systems. Delays in inefficiency due to communication gap. Marketing, operations, and sales team exchange critical data between systems using the Excel or emails, which means that data loss is there. They interpret something, they may not got received the mail, or they even they've received the mail, they must have ignored that mail. So and hence that information is not parking smoothly or moving smoothly between the multiple stakeholders and multiple departments. And finally, customer and supplier experience impact. Missed delivery days and the poor SLA, customer losing the confidence due to the incorrect stock commitments, supplier faces delays due to the payment due to the mismatched receipts. So I think problem is well settled now. We know that the root cause of this problem is that WMS is not integrated with other finance systems and the ERP, because of which the information is not passing at the light of a speed or on the real-time basis, and it is like passing on some delay, which leads to the inefficiency in the system. So we'll figure out, Mr. G is going to figure out what solutions has to be proposed to make this system efficient, and then we could able to remove all this inefficiency and get the maximum benefit of the WMS, which is the warehouse management system. So with this, we'll quickly move to the next slide. Okay, so Mr. G has proposed a solution, and what he's saying: establish real-time data exchange between ERP and WMS, which is largely the root cause. So he is addressing the root cause right here. So what he's saying that either you integrate, and if you do not want to integrate, at least ensure that real-time data exchange between the ERP and the WMS systems. And what he's saying, synchronize order management and the inventory availability. This is again one of the important point, because if we do not have the visibility on the inventory, then definitely we do not commit something to the customers if customer order come. Automate the financial triggers, which is like very well settled that there has to be automated trigger rather than somebody doing that trigger manually on happening of an event. Improve the credit check and exposure management, which is absolutely right. And then streamline the warehouse process. And finally, I think is saying strengthen the integration architecture. So these are like five high level solutions that he has proposed, and we're going to look at each of these solutions with detail to understand what all area in terms of the people, process, or technology that needs intervention, so that we could able to transform the current ways of. So we'll move to the next slide. Okay, so we have our solution details available now. So we'll quickly start with that. So what is saying, establish real-time trigger. What is saying, implement the API based. So he's talking about the full integration through API, so that all the information in terms of the good receipt, sales order, cycle count, stock transfer is made available at the real-time basis to ensure that the inventory sales order are critical, because these are some of the critical activity. If let's say we have received an order, we have to quickly inquire about the bill of material, and then we have to establish the fact whether we have the enough inventory to manage that order. That has to be done on the real-time basis. That can only happen if we have it fully integrated with the WMS system, which is like warehouse management system, the ERP, and the other finance system, which stores the relevant information of finance. Synchronize order management and inventory availability. So enable the real-time availability available to promise checks based on the WMS stock. Leverage the real-time inventory customer credit balance. Better allocation of the inventory to priority customer, and improved warehousing operation based on the complete visibility of. So typically, when he's talking about overhauling of the entire order management and inventory availability system, integration with WMS, and ensuring that necessary process changes that can help to strengthen the current ways of working. When these current ways of working are amended and then integrated with the other finance system, then definitely you will get the real benefit, because your process is not shaped up, it has tightened up, and it is not fully integrated, so that information is flowing from one database to another database, and there is the full coordination of the information, and users can then consume that information and take the accurate decisions. Automated financial trigger. Auto post of the GRN shipment invoice triggers based on WMS confirmation. Improve accuracy of the revenue COGS, GRI reconciliation inventory. So obviously, all these accuracy will come, and the financial trigger or the financial information that was earlier being dependent upon some information coming from the base system is now available, because the systems are now real-time integrated, and those decisions and the financial triggers can be done immediately rather than waiting for some file to come for them. And so all information is available in the ERP. It can be extracted at any point in time, and then necessary accounting can be done. Working capital efficiencies, so credit check based on the real time and the complete transaction, improved inventory management based on the timely posting, overall financial discipline resulting in the efficient and optimum use of the working capital. And finally, strengthen integration architecture, which means enable WMS to operate or real-time tasks like the ERP, pick, waves, replenishment, build a data validation, error handling, reconciliation control, standardize the data structure. So master data management, other integration points should be make sure that they are properly staged and integrated, and then the data governance has to be absolutely accurate, so that all the information or data flow from the one system to another system is seamless, and there is no data loss, and then data can be used to take the necessary decisions at any point. So I think these are a very, very good solution because it actually covers the three principal aspect of the transformation which we normally speak about as a part of our solution, which is people, process, and technology. For technology side, he recommends the integration, all around integration for the finance system. Process side, making sure that processes strengthen up, stitched up to include, ensure that there is no gap in terms of the data, and we can then definitely make sure that our people are well trained on all the processes so that they can understand the importance of this integration and the new stitch process, and then they are aware that if any data loss is there, it is going to cause very kind of a situation wherein we are at the verge of losing the customers, or we have the compromise solution with our customers as well as the suppliers. So our solutions are based on three fundamental aspect of process: people, process, and technology. So let's see how this solution lands with Mr. J. Okay. So Mr. J is shaking hand with Mr. G, and he's saying that thank Mr. G, I'm clear on the solution. With this, I can control my inefficiencies and make my process efficient. And Mr. G, as usual, saying that definitely yes, Mr. J, but the beauty lies in the implementation, which can be done with the help of the team of GJ Management Consultants. So we'll quickly move to the final slide then. So what Mr. J is doing, he's relaxing now, and Mr. G seems to be satisfied. So this is the end of this today's topic, and we request our users, our viewers, our subscribers to please watch this video till the end. Please cascade to all the relevant people who are struggling with these kind of data challenges, and do let us know within the comment section with any problem that you are facing. We are here to provide the consultations free of cost for any solution. We are here to provide how that solution is going to work with you so that you can share a problem, and we are here to provide you a solution. So we'll come with another problem and solution very soon. So till then, have a nice day, and all the best.